The Out There channel.
Please sub and share.
Searching for the truth. UFOs, aliens, greys and ufology. Real images, real stories, real videos, real cases, researched and investigated by professionals in the field and cutting-edge discoveries. Multiple witnesses, abduction accounts brought to you by Team The Out There channel. Good to be back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Action.
Yo, last minute decided to do a live stream, so let's see how we go. Again, I haven't been very well, so been sleeping a lot. I don't know, it's just crazy at the moment. So yeah, I decided to start it later anyway, because people that used to come from the UK don't show up anymore. So there's no point in me doing it early to be nice to them for 9 o'clock or 8 PM their time. So I just thought I'd just run it at my own normal pace today and see how we go. So yeah, I haven't got much prepared though, but we'll just find it as we go, I guess. And let's tidy up this a bit. So yeah, I'm going to talk about the strange rests I've been getting and stuff like that to start with. I need to open up a folder for it. I haven't got everything prepared because it was a rush. Normally have it all up and running. Yo, who we got there? The eyes are a wee bit blurry today, so just bear with me. I'll have to magnify it in. There. So I've got some images of my rash to talk about. It's kind of a weird one. Who we got down here? I'm cold. I'm not. I got a fan going, trying to keep cool. Computer actually locked up the other day in the heat, but I didn't have turbo fan on, so I suspect there might be dust build up already in there, and I probably need to do some maintenance again. Yo, Tommy T, long time no see. Thanks for joining us. It's a late one, but maybe people like it later. I don't know. In the UK, they tend to stay up late. In Europe, maybe they don't like early evenings. But anyway, I've tried it lots of different ways. I'll just do it my own way. So yeah, where's my thing? Topic for today. So I'm renaming this year's series UFO Chat instead of live chat with Paul. I'm calling it a live UFO Chat. So essentially it's season 2 of the old one, but I'll just try a different name, different, so it looks different, and start with a different numbering again. because it gets too big otherwise. So this is number 2, carrying on from last time. I tried a different format, but it doesn't sort of work with me. I'm just stuck in my old ways, I suppose. I just do what I do, I guess, and if people like it, and if they don't like it, too bad, I suppose. There's plenty of people out there that don't like what I do. That's their loss, really. Unfortunate. If they just spent some time watching me, instead of, I post links to people, say check this out, and I know they don't watch it because, you can see the stats on your YouTube. It's a bit sad, really. If they bother checking it, then they might actually, people crying out for evidence. I say, well, check out this, and they never do. So yeah, they lose out. What can you do? Everybody's stuck with all the current nonsense on X at the moment, as usual. Whistleblowers that turn out to be complete nut jobs, or lying about their credentials or whatever. Also turning out to be working with agreea. So there's a slight problem there with credibility if they're working with agreea. Okay, so did that all work alright? Because we're on a new chat box. Has been upgraded to version 2 as well. And hopefully it's got less niggles than the last one. I like missing out certain streams it's going to. Anybody out there on Pilled? I'm not sure, that one was playing up today for some reason. It looks like Summit's working. This thing here, I'm not sure what this is doing. That's a pain in the bum. I'm not sure I can turn that off. But now they've got mouse click for the middle roller working, and it highlights it purple. Whatever that does, I don't know. But it's annoying. I want to disable that. That's a new problem. I never liked because when you're using the wheel to scroll up and down, what happens is sometimes you accidentally click it, right? So now it's got a new function for middle click there. Yeah, it's running a bit slow for some reason. Let's just try that. So it speeds up now. How many people out there so far? 3 on YouTube, 3 on Rumble, and 2 on Pilled. So we'll see how we go. 50 impressions already. That means there's been 50 people drop by, but did it stay long enough to become a view? Obviously didn't click the play button or something. I don't know. That's kind of weird. Yeah, I've got to check out that too. Speed it up there. Disable the previews down there. I think Pilled is running. And we don't want to watch what we're streaming. Hopefully it's streaming okay without me pausing it. But you never know. Says 2 impressions, yeah, so what's going on? 16. That's something strange going on here. 16's correct, but looks like they messed up the impressions, so they've changed something again. 58. Wonder where it's getting that number from. Looks like I got some work to do. Looks like it's picking it up from from the last stream, I think. That looks like the last stream stats. Let me just close it down, restart it, see if that fixes it. There's always things, isn't there? Oh. Hey? YouTube has done something. Now my code don't work. I think it timed out actually. Looks like it's working now. No. What have we got here? Something's changed. Let me just see if I can fix it another way. What's the live stream number today? They're always breaking things, aren't they? How come it worked at the beginning though? That's kind of weird. They must have changed the API. I have to do it a harder way. Or looking up the number myself. Let's see if that fixes it. Okay, it's looking like that's working again. Now pilled, looks like it's totally lost. So something's changed on pilled as well. Damn you. No. Yeah. Is that still working? Still working over there. Yeah, it looks like it. Oh well, we're sort of semi up, semi down then. Toggle stream, no. 2 views. So we've got 2 people watching. I reckon we've got 0 there. God knows where it's getting the stats from now. What have they changed since a week ago or whatever it was? That's not good. Oh, just keep on going. Hopefully pilled is working okay. So I've got some experimenting to do after. Oh, well, too bad. So I'm going to do it the hard way again. Meantime, I don't know why they keep modifying the page though. I can't see anything apart from maybe ads. Oh, damn it. Anyway, so yeah, first topic. I didn't pin the thing either, did I? Let me sort that out. If it'll let me. Yeah, looks like they've changed something on the replay tab, live tab, since we've been last doing it. Looks like they've added some extra stats to it, but looks like on Pilled, that is. Yep, so that means the code's been changed. Okay, so more fun time coming up again. Have they got API for Pilled yet? I don't think they have. Alright, let's just carry on. So yeah, first topic. So as you know, I've got an autoimmune problem. It started up soon after the first alien grave visit, and we weren't sure what caused it, but it was an attack of my eyes, the immune system. That's how we first noticed it, and now it's progressed onto a high LSH, which is mucking around with my hunger, fatigue, sleepiness, and rashes, and all sorts of strange stuff going on. So yeah, so I'm sort of fighting that, and I'm trying a carnivore diet, which seems to be getting my legs swelling down and losing weight, so it can only improve things. Also, my blood sugar levels are starting to correct themselves. They started going crazy as well. So yeah, so I started itching on my arm, and this one here, started getting various sort of strange rashes. Now the first one occurred underneath my arm itself and formed these little red spots that formed like a circle, perfect circle, and had a few going off down the side here. And it was really, really itchy. And then these what I call hard pimples popped up. Had these little hard lumps in it, which turned out to be like white spheres. They look like calcium spheres. And so I started looking up on Google about pimples with little spheres in it, and they reckon it's common amongst humans to get bacteria in the hair follicles, which calcify or whatever and cause these little spheres. But these were right deep into the skin, so what I ended up doing to get rid of the itching was to dig out these little spheres, and I didn't think anything of it. I thought it was maybe just bacteria, something to do with my autoimmune system attacking it, causing the itching. But I noticed this formed a sort of pattern, you know, yesterday I was looking at it and thought, that's weird. There's a pattern. So there's actually a spot further down here, you can't quite see, and one up here, which didn't come out in the picture very well. So there's 2 there, and then there's 3 in a line here, and then these 4 here, and then there's 2 like that. And I thought, that's kind of weird. It kind of looks like the Southern Cross with the 2 pointers. It looked like a star map, you know. That looks like stars. And I thought I've seen that before, you know. But it does look like the Southern Cross with the pointer stars. But I'm not too sure if there's 3 little stars next to it like this. And I thought, how come my pimples actually form a star map? And I thought maybe the aliens, or maybe I was subconsciously trying to document something by self-harm, basically. But it's starting to heal up now. But yeah, there you go. It's kind of weird. Not sure what you think of that, whether I'm going crazy or not, but yeah. Definitely looks like triangles, doesn't it? Triangle, triangle. And it looks like it maybe something there, maybe. I don't know. I think that's just a mole. Those ones definitely different. I wish I kept what was inside them and got my microscope on it now. But at the time I didn't think anything of it, so I never kept it. And got another angle of it here. I might be able to see the other one. It's a bit dark though. Yeah, it's a bit dark. And you can see that there's holes. So it's like holes in the skin. So it means I dug out a wee bit of material in there, doesn't it? I thought at first, could it be something to do with implants as well? I thought maybe nano circuitry of some kind. I don't know. But you hear about these people getting lots of strange things after they've been abducted like this. Maybe I'm just being disturbed all the time. Maybe that's probably part of my thing. And of course I got this one also appear on the leg. And it kind of looks like it's exploded from inside out, doesn't it? And I've just rubbed it down. The skin's got really dry, as you can see. But yeah, it's definitely a triangle pattern there as well on the leg. I thought that's kind of strange. And what's that there, you know? I think that's his, I think. Although, I don't know. Well, it's these white bits, skin dying off. Yeah, so you get these little lumps that appear, get really itchy. You can see they look pretty unhappy there. So I'm having to put ointment on, all that sort of stuff. Yucky, yucky. And of course, my feet at the moment need to be scraped. I can just rub it, and that's just pure white feet with all dead skin on it. Yes, so it's a bit gross. Alright, did I get all of it? Did I get that one? Not sure. Oh, that's another angle of it, was it? Or was that the other leg? The other leg has this strange hollow happening. I think it might be where the surgeon pressed against my, well, the doctor pressed against my leg when they're swollen, and now it's got a big hole there. It looks like a finger mark. But yeah, I'm not sure if that's the same leg with the three from a different angle. I'm not sure now. Or if it's the other leg, it doesn't. It's a bit hard to tell. So yeah, let's have a look. So let's just do a search on that. So we type in Rash lump with white sphere. I'll just try that. Rash skin bumps, pictures, types, courses. What is a bump with white center on the skin? A creamy center, no. Pustules are small inflamed or infected spots on the skin. They have pus-filled centers and cause the usual acne, but a few other conditions can also cause pustules. If there's any questions, ask your doctor. What are small red bumps with white halo? So I think I've had like sort of multiple layers of these spots go itchy. The last one being the ones with the solid bits in them. Now I thought, well, that'd be quite clever if the aliens knew about these white pussy pimples that can occur in humans, and then modify their technology to look like a pimple, and then insert it into the skin. Then no one would be questioning it, would they? They think it's all right. We just googled it and found white spheres do happen inside. So, but the ones I dug out were a lot deeper than what they're saying. They're saying it's in the hair follicle. These lumps were way deeper than the hair follicle. So, what a small hard white ball in my skin. There we go. Milk spots are small white cysts on your skin. Are filled with pockets under the surface of your skin. The most common place to find on your face. Millers are harmless and only affect your appearance. How can I get it on the arm then? Red spots. Stress. Stuck in my skin. Bloody itchy. Bits of dead skin cells get trapped below. Yeah, I don't think it's that. I don't. Yeah, lump. Maybe these people are complaining about these lumps are actually abductees themselves. So yeah, I don't know. Pivotal skin cysts appear anywhere in your body, may look and feel like a small hard pea. Most common causes of cyst formation include clogged oil glands, infections, and a growth that develops around a foreign body, such as the earring or navel ring. Or maybe an alien input and the body's reacting to it and trying to get rid of it. Yeah, so yeah, let's see. Let's type in alien abductions, rash lump. Right. So yeah. Well, let's try instead of sphere, ball. Contactee or adaptee or what? Experiencer, which one do we use? Let's see. Sort of forgotten about the alien stuff, but looks what. I've got pictures. Looks very similar to what I've got, doesn't it? And he's getting the same thing. Ooh, that's horrible. God, lucky I don't have that. Not exactly that either. Or that. Don't have that. Don't have that. Diaper rash. Don't have that. Excellent. This looks horrible. I don't have that. Ooh, Elephant Man. I think that's Elephant Man head, wasn't it? That was horrible. It's itchy. Chickenpox. So I've had chickenpox. It doesn't look like those. Those ones look like they got definitely white lumps in them though. Looks really itchy. Ooh. Makes you wonder what COVID and the vaccine did to us. Scabies. Yeah. Measles. I've had measles, German measles. Yeah, that looks very itchy. That looks like a blackhead, is it? Tick bite. We don't have that. Ouch, that looks horrible. Gotta feel sorry for some people having to live with that, right? Is the audio working alright? I better check that. Yep. I was just a bit worried that audio wasn't working. Yeah, so yes, quite a few different type spots there. But the first one looked the closest, didn't it? That one there. And they're calling that flea bites. Hasn't got the white lumps on it though. It didn't come up with any alien thing there, so let's redo it. I do skin abductee alien. Can't trust Google really. There might be other people out there may, say, oh yeah, I've had that. That's why I talk about these things, just in case there's something more going on than regular health issues. I forgot to get a drink too. Michael King, I didn't expect you to be on, because especially I'm really late today. Be right back. Now I'm dying. Yo, back. £10. Oh, we're finally getting donations. Not sure I can handle it. Looks like they're not working though. Huh? Looks like that's crapped out too. Although it looks like YouTube have been mucking around with things, and Pilled has as well in the last week. And my code's not working much properly again. But it could be they got the API down and doing things on it. That's why I did a backup thing, so at least I could get it up and running here. Yeah, let me just check why that's not coming up. I always have problems, always. Never ending. Well, maybe because they've logged me out, maybe that's part of the problem. Sometimes that doesn't fix it. Okay. It's logged into Streamlabs now. Recent. It's got you listed there, has it? Yeah. Super chats. So let's just try this. I'll send it again. There we go.
Michael King donated £10 through Super Chat.
I shouldn't have to do that every show though. It keeps breaking down too often nowadays. Thanks for that anyway. Can't make $1 million instead, can you? Well, I'd be happy with if I could just get $10,000. Be able to pay off the credit card, at least get a sleep apnea machine together, and replace some hard drives as well as something towards the new laptop. 10,000 doesn't sound much, but yeah. For me, it takes a couple of years to save that kind of amount on government handout. Other people are doing fine though with their donations. They got like 1,000 people donating $5 each. That gives them $5,000 a show, isn't it? In fact, a lot of them have got members that are paying $5 a month. I've got like one, is it, or 0 at the moment, and the other ones are freebies. So I'm not actually really making any money. I think if I have a look, can't get on here, can I? Studio. I thought I could get on there. It hasn't gone up much anyway. I think it's this month I made $3 or something. I'll just take my word for it. That's something pretty crappy anyway. Can you get studio from there? I might be able to get from here. Open a new tab. Let's have a look. Oh, 28.25. Okay, money. Where is it? I think they've changed it, have they? Used to be a $sign there. I think it's on that now. Revenue. Okay, the month's revenue. $1.42. It's actually worse. I suppose it's a couple of dollars New Zealand though. 35% less than previous 28 days. So I'm gradually going down, down, down. Yeah. 5 cents. Ridiculous. 2 cents. 1 cent. Google, you're just so lovely. You know, I should be getting thousands and thousands of views to my stuff by now, you know. There you go. It reckons I'll get almost $2 for every 1,000 at the moment. That would be good. So it just shows you what Tyler can make. So if he gets 100,000, right? Dum dum, 18. What is it? $1,800. Not bad going. Because he's probably got a higher rate because he's got more action happening. The rest of us are got to do it the hard way. Yeah, anyway, I'm just trying to find if anyone else has similar strange lumps. But it doesn't seem to be coming up here. Skin, white ball, skin, pimples. Pimples. I got something. Some whites. That's similar to what I had underneath my arm when it first started, but it was more red. No, it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that. That's pretty horrible. But these are going to about spots, I think. I think they're just generally whiteheads, they call those. Lovely bacteria. That looks very similar to what I got. Bumps on your face. And that one there. Yuck. Ew. Some people really get some really bad stuff, don't they? Hopefully I don't get that on the face next, because that would be really, really bad. Anyway, I'm not picking up anything about these pimples. White spheres inside them. I really wish I kept it now and got a magnifier. I got this add-on for the smartphone. It has an app and it sends it raw peer-to-peer Wi-Fi, and it's got 150 magnification. You can zoom in on it. It's like a telescope for looking at things at close up. It's pretty crappy though. It's Chinese, it's plastic. Yeah, I could have used that, couldn't I? It's alright thinking after the fact. It's like what people keep saying, when you get alien visits, you get the Oz factor, where you don't think about documenting things. So you go into zombie mode and do things without really thinking what you're doing and not documenting it. Earl Grey had that happen when he saw the UFO in the LA sky, and he was just dreaming, staring at it, and thinking, instead of thinking quickly get the phone out and get filming it from the car. Time he thought about snapping out and getting the phone, he turned around, it was gone. That's what they call the Oz factor, like he's sewn out. I suppose you might have to pipe in implants, maybe. Yeah. Bioceramic. Actually did look a wee bit like that. It had sort of a rough surface on it. Orbital implants, what's that? Cosmetic. Yeah, not too much there. Maybe Google cleaning up on it though. If anyone out there's got similar things to the skin problems I've been having, let me know. Anyway, we can start looking at some other things here. If I win the lotto, we'll sort you out. Yeah, a lot of people keep saying that, but it never seems to happen. Don't worry about it, mate. Continue with your stuff. Yeah, no, it's alright. We got it sorted. Hopefully the next ones will work okay. Anyone else that wants to chip in to the internet fund? Because, yeah, you know, I've got to pay out a fair bit for high-speed internet. Everything's getting a wee bit too much lately. It's hard not to be depressed about it all, but yeah, the evil money, alright? Okay, what do we got here? We got the Egg UAP. Okay, so that's carrying on from the whistleblower last time. Okay, what have we got here? Alright, I was going to do the battery stuff too, but we're talking about the egg. So, the whistleblower, what's his name? Jason Baker, new guy. I'm not sure if there's a picture of him. On these ones, I think I'll have to go to Twitter and find them. But anyway, I showed him last time. There's a lot of things that come out about him. They now released a full interview with News Nation, and it turns out they edited things to alter his credibility. They made it look like he was bit higher ranked than he currently was. I think he was just a mechanic in the end, and it turns out he was working with Dr. Agreea, or has connections to Dr. Agreea. Another whistleblower that has UFO talking heads connections, you know, it's just like David Grush probably was in connection with Louis Sonde and others, and this guy's no different. So yeah, so people have been talking about this egg video that came out. Have we got the full video here? Probably not. Here's a full video of it. Did I play it last time? I'm not sure. Alright, here we go. Okay, sounds a bit strange already. It's a helicopter looking downwards, and that's the little tether they use to hook onto payloads, alright? And this is an egg-shaped thing that's got some sort of cloth or netting around it with the hook attached to the tether. And it's flying over grass. And you can see the shadow here is quite long. But why can't we see the tether connected here? You can see the egg. But you'd expect to see the shadow of the cord as well, wouldn't we? So we're just wondering if this is actually even a fake video. A lot of people out there, certain things don't seem to add up. And they're saying this is being filmed through night vision, a green screen. And a lot of experts out there saying that green screen doesn't look like that. This is almost like a daytime photograph that's added the green screen effect added to it. Like it's been edited. And a lot of people are saying this is just someone dangling a cord with an egg on it. And calling it a UAP. The other thing is, they reckon there should be, like, if that was grass, and they expect to see a wash, but I don't think you'd see that on thermal. You wouldn't see grass moving downwards. And why would you get a shadow at night time? It looks like the light source is over here. It'd have to be some high-powered lighting system already rigged up there.
Let's slow this down to take a closer look. That's an egg-shaped UAP.
Looks like an unhappy face at the moment. Nostrils, eyes and mouth.
Suspended from a 100.
So there's a shadow over here at the moment.
150-foot long
So why can't we see the cord?
line. We're told that the craft is about 20 feet long. The egg suspended in a cradle. And look how careful the pilot is as they bring their precious cargo into land. Let's...
It looks like an egg, doesn't it? Egg from space. Some are saying this is like a lightweight blimp. Egg-shaped blimp.
frame here to look at what...
And we can see it looks like cable going to the netting. Almost looks like cotton. Doesn't look like much cable strength there to carry. What did they say? 20-foot UFO?
One of the clearest images of a UAP.
Yeah, I had a quick search online myself. I wasn't too sure if it's what they're claiming here. Whereabouts was it? And they're claiming it to be one of these electrostat, whatever we call it, blimp balloons, looking from below. They haven't really done a side by side here though. And that's no good, really. They need to cut that bit out, do a side by side. But you can see it, how it rolled, it looked nothing like this. So I think this debunk's actually wrong. And it's more likely to be what I found. These things. Eggs. Actual eggs. They have different coloured doors. They could all be white doors. Has a single window at the end here. These are like little sheds that you can put on the beach, and I put stuff in there. Or lay down inside when it rains or whatever. I think that might be in New Zealand actually. Anyway, they call it the beach shelter you like you have never seen before. Relaxation pod of the future. So they can put those in remote areas, in the bush, you know, like a place to retreat to, like a cabin. And that may have been delivered into a grassland somewhere where they've chopped down the trees and put one of these things in the bush. Also, they use it for chicken coops. Very similar to these ones. They're more egg-shaped. We can actually look them up, actually, probably. So it could have been a chicken coop that was being delivered. Egg-shaped. But I'm really worried about no shadow for the tow rope. So it could be a modified video to try and fake again another fake whistleblower. But it turns out it's not his video. That's not the video he claimed was being taken off the air crash site. It's from some other source. Egg-shaped hen house. What can I get the right key? House. Okay, it should be, a lot of people will do it yourself hutches. So, you know, could be various ones like this, but all sorts of other variations. They're typical hen houses. Boring. Wasn't this one I was after. I think they're called something different, like pods or something. There we go. Oh, I got that one going. The egg chair. I wouldn't mind one of those actually. They're pretty cool. Those ones going. Here's another one. Looks like a UFO. Looks like one. That one's do-it-yourself home-built one. By the looks of it. Here's one. Well, solar power as well as wind power. So that looks more like a survival hutch, doesn't it? You could put those anywhere on the mountains. Drop it in by helicopter. Another one there. So I guess it's sort of grassland like this that they're dropping it onto. Eco-friendly egg-shaped pod. So I reckon I'm probably more correct. That's probably what there was being delivered, something like this. But it's all assembled together, so it's all white. Then they just open it up, and the solar powers probably have a cover on it. And they probably peel that off or whatever. Yeah, I'm not getting the hen houses though. Egg-shaped pods. Maybe chicken. Maybe rather than hen. Chicken. I got that one again. I don't know what keywords I used last time, but it came up with like a ramp where the chicken would go up, and it was exactly similar to those other ones, so I thought it was a proper egg shape. I'm not sure why I'm not getting it when I go live, but there you go. That's what happens. So yeah, take the new whistleblower with a pinch of salt, I'd say. And someone's commented on it. That's amazing. It's kind of clever too. And when you think about it, we know the egg shape is pretty robust. So even if it rolled down a mountain, it probably would survive, right? Avalanche or massive wave, and it would be sealed. You know, you have the air inside. Could be like a survival egg. Maybe we all should have one of these in the backyard in case there's a big tsunami that comes our way. A mole-hole one that goes right across the country. They should have those in California. So yeah, I don't think it's that. They reckon they debunked in 24 minutes. Well, my search only took 5 minutes, so... and I think mine matched a bit better. I was hoping to find a video of it being delivered, though, and we could compare it. Egg pod delivery, maybe try it. I might just search for that again. Heli. Just try that. We've got egg-shaped helicopters. Looks like we're not going to do the right thing here. It would be good to have a video of one being delivered. Well, that would be really lucky, though. There's that one with the wind power and solar. Right, there's that famous two-bladed helicopter, which I believe is what that cop saw in Socorro. Only 72 of them existed in the world at the time. NASA had one and Howard Hughes had one. And you can see how that would look if you had a surveyor attached to the side that they were testing. Would look like a spaceship. But Robert doesn't like my debunk of this one. And I said if you look at the Socorro, I should redo that and repackage that. I think it was over 4 live shows. I should repackage that one. If we type in Howard Hughes tool company, and you can see it looks very similar to what the cop drew. And he was involved with NASA producing the surveyors. Alright, I wonder if it's got the logo here. The logo. Of course, the older the things get, the harder it is to get images. Where's the logo? When I did it years ago, I got it first up. Okay. Oh, here we go. There we go. Howard Hughes Tool Company. Compare that to the Socorro image where he was talking about a triangle shape with 3 lines through it. You know, if you're seeing that, taking it all in, you know, you arrive at the top of the hill, looking at this thing 300 feet away, and you're taking it all and you're seeing this round thing that looks like an egg, which is a helicopter, and the surveyor being tested, which back in 1916, whatever it was, 68 or whatever, before the moon landed, so they put up the surveyor to test out robotic for collecting the sample and bring it back to Earth. If you compare that to the Socorro, looks very similar to the Howard Hughes. But yeah, I should do a new show on that. And you can see it looks very alien UFO. And I talked about the egg shape. That looks very similar shape to what he might see. Because it's an unconventional helicopter, it didn't actually have a rotor fin. It had 2 rotors at the top to stop it spinning. Rotors going in opposite directions. And that's the symbol he saw, right? Howard Hughes Tool Company. But that's all he could remember. Because human memory is really bad. And these are the other ones, right? Diamond shape with 3 lines in it. Howard Hughes, right? All these different symbols. I don't know which one's correct, or these ones come out after, or what. But they all look very similar to Howard Hughes Tool Company. There you go, look. Have you not actually had a watch of that breakdown I did? I think that was his original image there, wasn't it? That's what it started off. A red symbol on the side. There we go, something like that. And of course, you're going to remember NASA also had Apollo, and if you look at the Apollo symbol, it's very similar too. And if they're testing out the surveyor, you see, if you had a combination of Howard Hughes and Apollo logo together, that would be very interesting to see, whether it be the A shape. So I think I'm correct, and I think this why Hynek got confused, because he said the scorch marks on the ground were far too small to lift up a car-sized object, rocket at that time. You've seen how big the rocket engines are to lift up a normal rocket nowadays of SpaceX. Makes a huge explosion. So this one was, Hynek couldn't solve this one. But I'm pretty sure if I told him what I think it is and he went and re-investigated it, he probably would have solved it. See, Apollo, Howard Hughes, combine those two together. Because Howard Hughes was working on with NASA. And of course, back then, not everything was classified. Because they had these subcontractors, right? Doing various things for them. I suppose I've got to look at a normal web page for that. It'd be good to see Howard Hughes of NASA, though. Photograph. There might be one out there. Her aircraft company built many scientific spacecraft for the US space program, including the Surveyor and Pioneer Venus. But it might be that they had a tool company in Socorro, and they had the helicopter there that day, and they fitted the next prototype of the Surveyor and took it out to the desert to do a quick test of the engines and the robot arm, because Surveyor 3 was the last development of it. Surveyor 1, sorry. So see, it hasn't got Surveyor 3 listed, has it? But they may have been testing out the robot arm for NASA. Tools company. So I reckon there'll be some paperwork somewhere. I reckon the workmen probably they shouldn't have gone out there because they didn't get permission, and so they didn't own up to it. So yeah, we'll lose our jobs if we own up to that was us out there. You know, you could just imagine back then that they were afraid of losing their jobs. Tools company. Here's aircraft. Well, there you go. As a division of Howard Hughes Tool Company. So there's a connection there. Aircraft company was a sub company of the Tools Company, using the same damn helicopter. Howard Hughes special. I can't remember what it was called now. Helicopter. 2 blades. Of course, you won't see the rotor at the above of the egg rotating around over rocket engine noises, would you? It'd be almost invisible. Howard Hughes monster. The tandem rotor aircraft. Is that the one we're looking for? No. That's not it. But anyway, I did actually find all the information and eventually put it together into an episode. We use helicopters for carrying things. Look how crazy that would look. Okay, looks like a spaceship. Oh, there you go. It's actually called a Hughes MD-H6 series. No, that's not it, is it? That's got a rotor, isn't it? That's not the one. Anyway, I did come across it. I think I had to find out what the model number of it was and then work backwards that way. So I got sidetracked, haven't I? From egg-shaped UAP crashes. Well, if a helicopter crashed into the desert and the tail fin got ripped off, that would look like an egg as well, wouldn't it? But we don't see the windows. Let me just zoom out a bit, don't I? Thought I would have found it by now. Look at that crazy looking thing here, look. Hughes aircraft, giant helicopter. That almost looks like a spaceship as well, doesn't it? Tank carrier. Now we're used to helicopters, what we think about as to like these ones. These are the ones that sort of people liked and kept going. All those old design helicopters died away. But I bet they would be good for firefighting though, when you think about it. That must be a really big helicopter. Largest helicopter. Now, Howard Hughes was into that. He was into the biggest airplanes, biggest helicopters. You should go and watch some documentaries on him. He's really good. And the Spruce Goose, the largest plane to land on water and take off. Before jet engines replaced prop planes, pretty much. Couldn't get enough power from props only. You needed jet engines. I wonder what he'd do if he was born again and had today's technology. It'd be really interesting. Yeah, I didn't find the helicopter after all that, did I? Howard Hughes. I don't know what it was called. Dual blade. No, rotor tail. And then these heli. Seems to come up the same. That's this one on slight different angles, and here's another one based on the early version of the other helicopter. There's that one with the two rotors on different angles. Oh, there we go. It's that one, isn't it? Oh, no, it's not. That's a variation. Looks like it had variations of it. See, that kind of looks like an egg. That's a modern one. Yeah. That's not the one. Let's put NASA in. NASA had one. See what comes up. Of course, you get double the lift of 2 rotors. And you go in opposite direction, means you don't need one on the tail fin. Which would be suitable for lifting up space capsules and things being tested, right? And Socorro would be the perfect place to do it. See, that looks egg-shaped there too, right? But that one's got a tail fin. But why I can't find that one, I don't know. I can't remember what it was called. H72 or something. Coaxial rotor. Is that what they call it? Pretty sure that's it there, isn't it? I was looking at before. There's another one. It looks like an egg shape. But yeah, if you go to my channel and search on Socorro, maybe I'll pick up my original findings. Of course, no one liked my debunk. Oh, I screwed up. Oh. There you go. And I put the Howard Hughes thing on. Is it the same helicopter as the one we looked at just before? It's not, is it? It's got the blades closer together here. It's not the same model, but it was similar design, right? They put the blades further down. And the other one had it further up here. But still, there's what the surveyor would look like if it was connected to the side of the helicopter. And that would look like a spaceship. From a distance, right? And you'd see the Howard Hughes symbol on the side here, tool company. So I think I'm more correct than most of the UFO folks out there when I come to do analysis and things. But anyway. And also I looked at the Surveyor 3 footprints, and it matched up to what was on the gravel. So there you go. Okay, these new batteries, I should talk about the sodium-ion batteries. Since we know that most of the lithium is in Iraq, and the US don't control it, nor do anybody from the Western anymore. But China's been given access to it all. So they can make all the lithium-ion batteries and make the millions from it and pay the landowners, well, land stealers, who's in charge of it at the moment. Terrorists, right? Let's see, I'll just catch up on the side comments. Hold me, love me. How long? No time, no see. Long time no see. Yeah, talking about that SpaceX recent explosion. Was there any footage of its final moments before the Big Bang? What SpaceX? Some of them were done on purpose, some of them weren't done on purpose. I'm not too sure. How long ago was the launch? Shogun, aren't you meant to be in bed? Don't you work or something in the weekends? Thanks for joining us. Like I said at the beginning of the show, I've given up starting early to be nice to UKers because they don't show up. So I'm just going to do it at my own time and see who shows up. Unfortunately, I'm not sure how many's unpilled there, but I got a few on Rumble, 12 excluding unpilled. So let's have a look on pilled. How's pilled going at the moment? Yeah, I don't actually prepare any topics, but you know, I always find stuff to talk about. What's Pilled up to? Pilled has 4 likes, thank you guys. And 74 have been here watching it. And only 4 left watching. Isn't that always the way? I think that web page is a bit big, isn't it? Why does it do that? I really hate that. Unless looks like it's getting bigger and bigger. It's horrible, all these little pop-ups. I don't like websites like that, all these pop-ups that get in the way. Can't read it now. Assessing the future of sodium-ion battery technologies. There's a big read to this thing. Various PhD people. But I might just do a research. So, as you know, sodium is part of salt, sodium chloride. They can pour as much sodium out the sea as they'd like. And make these batteries without having to destroy land and forests to get to the lithium. They can just use sodium instead. Now, the problem with using sodium over lithium was that the retaining charge was far less. But maybe it's still top secret. They have found various other elements made into sheets of crystal to interact with the sodium, which makes it retain even higher and higher voltages and last longer. Let's see, I'll just do another search on this, see if we can find some more information on it. And I think the pros and cons, well, pros of sodium ion battery. Okay, so you can see that Google now add their own AI bot to it, which is actually quite good, actually. Sodium-ion batteries have several advantages, including being safer, more cost-effective, and more environment-friendly than other type of batteries. Safety, less reactive. Sodium is less reactive than lithium. So sodium-ion batteries are less likely to catch fire or experience thermal runaway. Stable in extreme temperatures, sodium-ion batteries can operate well into the extreme temperature ranges. Of course, we need that because smartphones get really bloody hot, don't they? I don't know about yours, but my lithium-ion battery on my phone could literally burn your hands sometimes when you're using the GPU on it. And a web browser. Cost cheaper to produce. Sodium is abundant on Earth, so sodium-ion batteries are cheaper. Ideal for large-scale energy storage. Sodium-ion batteries are cost-effective, making them a good choice. Large-scale energy storage units. So you know how Google have got these little sheds outside their building, and then there's like masses and masses of batteries that they store cheap power into it during the day, and then they can just run it all off overnight off the storage. More sustainable, faster charging, and that's the thing that everyone's interested in. We're talking about 5-minute charge for smartphones. They can charge quickly, energy efficient. However, sodium-ion batteries have some disadvantages, including being heavier and larger than lithium-ion batteries. So that could be a downfall there for smartphones, I guess. But I don't know. I know they're pretty heavy. You know, the Samsungs are pretty heavy even with lithium-ion. They also have a lower energy density, which means they can't store as much as lithium-ion batteries. I believe that's been fixed now with, like I said, different additives or different layering of chemicals. I think that's been solved now, so it sort of matches now. Sodium-ion batteries, the revolution. So these are the sources it got from. So let's find out more about it. Sodium-ion battery phone. Charge time. Sodium-ion batteries can charge a phone in under 20 minutes, and some can charge in seconds. That's pretty cool. Charging speed. Sodium-ion batteries can charge quickly because they have high energy density. They can combine an anode and cathode materials to create a hybrid system. Some sodium battery can charge to 80% in 15 minutes. Charging in seconds. Some sodium batteries can charge in seconds, which could make them a good option for powering smartphones and other devices. So obviously there's some various developers out there, and some are doing better at the final outcome than others, maybe. That's why it's saying some there and some there. EVs could take seconds with a new sodium-ion battery. So this is 24, so it's fairly new technology. And it's being researched still. A new type of hybrid, so this is where the additives come in. Sodium-ion battery that offers both high capacity and rapid charging capability could power mobile devices, electrical vehicles and space tech. And there you go, they've got these button the button, what do you call it? Watch batteries. Developed a new coin type sodium based battery that can charge rapidly in seconds and could potentially power anything from smartphones. So how big are these things? Doesn't give us the size, does it? 5 inches, maybe? Why do they choose round instead of square, though? They were looking for a way to overcome the current limitation of sodium energy storage, touted as the new alternative to lithium batteries. Described their findings in a study. New sodium hybrid fuel cells could serve as a viable next generation alternative to lithium-ion batteries, blah blah blah. Up to 1,000 times more abundance of sodium. Okay. And breakthrough and overcoming the current limitation of energy storage. Study of Professor of Materials Science and Engineering. So this sounds like metamaterials science coming in, doesn't it? They achieved their prototype by developing a new prototype of anode from ultrafine iron sulfide particles embedded in sulfur-doped carbon and graphene. So that's that carbon battery idea. Improved the conductivity and energy storage for the cathode. They used a... So I've just heard they just found a new superconductor as well. So maybe that will change things. That was recent news coming out. I might look that up actually. And the team said the fuel cell, once assembled, achieve an energy storage capacity of 247 volt hours per kilogram. That's a heavy battery, a kilogram though. And could deliver power at a rate of up to 34,000 watts per kilogram. So I'm not understanding what they're saying there. Means it could hold more energy for its weight than existing hybrid sodium and discharge power much more quickly, exceeding the performance of existing technology by more than 100 times. So I think that was a limitation of lithium. If you drain it too fast, it gets hot and catches fire, doesn't it? The battery is also maintaining efficiency and performance over 5,000 charges and discharges. And that always was a problem with rechargeable batteries, wasn't it? I think even lithium ones is like 1,000, isn't it? What's that there? Generation XB1. Yeah, it doesn't give us the size, does it? It's got something. That's normal size watch battery, 2032. So just taking the stock image there. That looks it. Yeah, fuel cells I'd expect to be a bit bigger than that. Let's see, can we get a look at that picture there? I think it was that one there, sodium batteries. It's not very clear though. So we got the cathode and anode with the iron doping. And I suppose that's some sodium molecules, is it? Na? It looks like it might be Na. Na with iron. And then discharge. It's not the best of diagrams, but anyway. So yeah. I thought we might have a picture of one of their prototype batteries. I can't see any round ones in that one. Oh, and there's a more complex diagram. So that looks more like a smartphone battery, looking at that around the outside there. But also they can put it in a regular size battery too. What have we got here? Well, that's pretty good. 3,300 mAh. So it looks like you can buy them already. Rechargeable sodium ion batteries. So you probably need a special charger for it, I suppose. Yeah, I suppose it's on AliExpress. Let's put it up there. Let's have a look. Technology is always changing so fast. Let's see what comes up. Oh yeah, there we go. 2-piece. Not very good. It's only 1/3 of what we just saw. 6,000 cycles. Now those ones are slightly higher than the article said. 1.5 volts to 3.9 volts. But do they fit normal battery sizes is the question. Sodium ion battery, 12 volts. So it looks like you can already buy it. Not much, it looks like a motorbike battery. Looks like normal size batteries there though, doesn't it? 3 volts. So can you actually program it for the voltage you want? That would be really cool. There's a box of them. 3 volts. 7 volts out of that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 1.5 would be 6 volts, I would have thought. Give or take, I guess. .1 volts. So mostly 3-volt batteries. Anyway, so just keep an eye on that. You might be seeing sodium-ion batteries in your next phones. Now, I don't know if we sort of covered it already, probably. I don't really like this website much. And the layout was horrible. Salt, the 6th most abundant resource on Earth. Global NAI market by 2032, they reckon it's going to be $5 billion. And people won't be going back to lithium because it's too dangerous. First sodium battery US patent. Sea salt. Lessons learned. Last 30 years of lithium-ion battery can help stakeholders get ahead. For example, PDAs can release toxic gases at high temperatures, 200 C, as a result as thermal runaway. So it's all about sodium or lithium there, though. Anyway, enough on that one. Moving on. The only way would be to get some batteries from Express and have a play with it. There must be ones that they make 1.5 volts. But I suppose you could make dummy batteries, right? You could do a 3-volt one in the same space. You could just make a special holder for it. Well, yeah. Close. How are we doing for time anyway? We got 2 watching on Fields. And we got, how many we got going on here? 3 on YouTube. And 18 on Rumble. Shit, that's growing faster than all of the other ones before, huh? Okay, so what do we got going here? Saturday nights, I'm here. Well, you weren't last time I was on. I think you just caught us wrapping up, didn't you? It doesn't really matter though. It's easier for me because it's, I can have lunch and then come on and do the live show instead of trying to do it early morning for people. A space explosion was only 6 or so days back. I don't think I recall hearing about it. It wasn't a controlled detonation because component returned as it had done in the past. Did it blow up when it was trying to land on that special grabber, or was it something exploded and the rest of it landed or something? Because I remember hearing something on the news. Described the upper stage of the rocket was the source of explosion, yeah. And it suggested the oxygen fuel leak. Yeah, I think I did hear that on the news. And then part of it landed, didn't it, though? I'm not sure, though. We can have a look at. We can just Google it and have a look. Latest explosion. Well, you don't want that to happen when you got people inside it, though, do you? Break-in SpaceX spaceship investigation unveils more 1 day ago. Can we play that? 4 days ago. 2 days ago. It lands on a tropical island. I hope it didn't kill anybody. There's debris coming down there, so I don't think anything of it landed. I think they're just like showing off that rocket landing into the grabber. What else we got? Debris found. I don't know, we'll just try one and see what it's about. Is it like a news channel? What about it? Looks like some podcaster. See, I don't like using other podcasts because they put a copyright claim on this. NBC. I don't think they do copyright. Okay, let's have a look.
New video shows the moments the world's most powerful rocket exploded in the skies Thursday evening, met with awe, then fear below. Pieces of the SpaceX Starship on its 7th test flight rained down across the islands of Turks and Caicos, just east of Cuba. Reynaldo Rivera was playing and says was a close call.
I hear the explosion, something flew over my head, and it was a piece of the rocket. It feels like a little hot, like if it just came out of the oven.
Now, remnants of man's...
I'll just pick it up and melt my fingers. I suppose it'd be collectible, and there'll be some that make it into jewelry to sell. SpaceX necklace. Don't worry, the radioactive won't kill you.
Biggest dreams for the stars are washing up on the sands.
So I went on a morning walk in Turks and Caicos and found pieces of Starship 7.
Island residents.
Yeah, I can see they're going to start selling that and making money, probably.
Collecting debris by the bagful.
It was just along the beach what I picked up. 8 pounds of stuff this morning. If you're telling me it's hazardous, don't touch it, what does that mean for the coral reefs that are in the ocean and that stuff is sitting on it?
Booster coming in.
Yeah, I remember seeing this part of the news, but... So I thought, how could it explode when they land in some of it?
Elon Musk has captained SpaceX to take big wins.
I suppose when you think about it, though, that bit could land, and the rest of it's going into space and that explodes, right? So maybe it did. Part of it did land.
Like this feat of engineering at big risks that can come at a cost. Starship now grounded while the FAA oversees a new SpaceX-led investigation into Thursday's mishap, while Musk fights for approval to launch the rocket 25 times a year.
So the power of oxygen and kerosene, they use a special kerosene fuel. So what did they say the leak was caused by? I thought we had all listed, but maybe I clicked it, did I? Oh, yeah, I did. So what are they saying here? US grounds. CNN says it's grounded the Starship vehicle pending the mishap investigation. Uh, 10 minutes into a mission. Isn't that the same thing that destroyed one of the shuttles? The O-ring that was leaking some of the gas, and just anything with lots of oxygen goes boom boom. Like you can get it with coal gas and flour, bags of flour. You know, when they're filling up those silos, they can explode like that. It didn't say anything on CNN there. What else we got? Here we go. Scientific American. Several test flights ended. 3-minute read, I reckon. Destroyed the upper stage. So the other one landed then. Explosion destroyed the upper vehicle. You say it was likely caused by a leak. Well, obviously. A bird strike. Starship launched yesterday. Texas kicking out several flight tests. Ship upper stage separated on time, and the Subi have returned to Starbase as planned, where it was caught by. So there you go. That's what the bit I saw. So that bit was. They at least got half of the Starship back. Ship ran into problems shortly after the partners' big moment. However, 171 foot tall spaceship broke apart over the Atlantic Ocean. Primary indication is that we had an oxygen fuel leak in the cavity above the ship engine firewall that was large enough to build pressure in excess of vent capacity. So they must be able to solve that one then. Apart from obviously double checking for leaks, we will add fire suppression to the volume and probably increase the vent area. Well, there you go. So yeah. They need these to happen before they put humans on it, and then they can stop it happening by mistake. So yeah, that's basically what you said, was it? Yeah, okay. Did I miss anything here? Oh, we got Philby50 again. How's it going on Rumble there? More arrived in an egg pod ship. So I did actually miss some. After Michael showed up, I think Michael's disappeared again. Oh, I forgot about that middle click nonsense. I don't know what it does. Probably deletes people, does it? Let me just check. Hold me how long? I don't know. Looks like it disappeared, does it? Maybe it deletes comments, and I don't want to do that. That's a pain. I wonder how I can disable it. There's lots to figure out after the show again. Damn it. This ain't good enough to do. Having to keep fixing things all the time. What does it say there? 2 hours. It feels a lot longer. Okay. On to other stuff. Has secure team put up anything there? I don't think so. Oh, he has he? 3 hours ago. How about that? Chilling video, the dark side of California wildfires. What's that got to do with UFOs? I suppose we can skim it. Yucky.
Hey, what's up, guys? Tyler.
What's up, guys? Tyler here.
We're here with Secure Team, and I want to start off
Secure Team.
today by exploring these massive California wildfires that have been happening the past few weeks, this entire month.
So what started them all was the conspiracy? It must be UFOs. No. I heard it was arsons. Yeah. I think a few people have been caught lighting them and spreading them. But I think the initial fire started with a high wind and electrical wires touching a tree. That's what I heard last of all.
Pretty much. And some of the strange things that have been caught on video and that have happened surrounding those fires. And we will dive into some other UFO-related footage and info as well, so stay tuned for the entire video. Now, these wildfires in California, as many of you know, have caused unprecedented damage. And there's a lot to discuss, from the shocking stats to some intriguing theories.
Oh, God. Let's skim on a bit.
For Gianno well. Caldwell and Molly Line, and welcome to the Big Weekend Show. The big story tonight. President Trump just received an invitation from Speaker Mike Johnson to address...
Oh, God. So, mostly news clips. So, where's the conspiracies?
About the transparency. It makes it very interesting. When it comes...
Oh, hang on. To skip past this one. I wouldn't be surprised if he puts that much news clips on. That must have skipped past it. So where did we get to?
Spike in fire alerts. And while natural factors are major players into what has occurred, there's ongoing investigation and speculation, not without evidence, into human involvement with many of these fires, according to sources having been intentionally set. Now, some other strange and just crazy things about these fires that have occurred.
So it makes you wonder, you know, they got open borders here before Trump took over. How many immigrants or migrants would have drones capable of releasing fireworks to start fires everywhere? It would be so easy.
That have only served to increase and prolong the devastation. That when going to put out these fires, firefighters struggled with water shortages as the fire hydrants were totally dry in key areas.
That's because they dried the dam and the pumps didn't have any water to pump. That's another thing though. You think in California you'd have your own sort of backup plan. Don't rely on the government to save your house. You could easily have a fine spray system set up on the roof. And if you've got a communal swimming pool or your own swimming pool, you could easily set up your own petrol pump that creates electricity and drives the pump to spray the thing on over the house all the time, like you got a fine water mist. So even if embers landed on the roof or trees around near the property, the fine mist would put it out. You think they got meant to be so many brainy people over there that, if I could come up with a solution, invent something that could easily do that, and it could be retrofitted to most of those $1 million properties, because they would have swimming pools. How long would a swimming pool water last, though? Probably a long time, if you did it right. Anyway, so I'm not saying it's lasers but starting at this time.
Areas where they truly needed water to put these out, and it's just mind-blowing to me that
It's just bad management, wasn't it? That's what it boiled down to.
Which is kind of what I'm leaning towards here.
And I think that they haven't got building standards over there or something, because in New Zealand you have to use fireproof wood and framing and roofing, and it takes a long time for an ember to start a fire. But there, it looks like just lands on the roof and boom, all goes up.
Officials have said that these fires are unmatched in California's history in terms of scale and speed. Even with advanced firefighting tech, the destruction is unprecedented. Experts...
I thought he was going to throw some UFOs out by now.
Quote, "We started the fire."
Started this fire.
Now, is that the conspiracy? Okay, what is it? This guy here on a hot mic.
Let's take care of our mental and physical health first before we embark upon what is going to be a journey to rebuild these communities back and rebuild them better than they were when we started this fire.
That sentence doesn't make that sound like a Biden moment.
Embark upon what is going to be a journey to rebuild these communities back and rebuild them better than they were when we started this fire.
I think he slipped up there.
Okay, so the fact that he didn't correct himself at the end there, and the way everything sort of just rolled off this guy's tongue, it just does not look good. Now,
oh god, okay, I never saw that at all on the news or X, because it probably was corrected.
Simultaneously in a triangular pattern, raising eyebrows for sure. Now, many are seeing this as a coordinated event rather than a natural occurrence, and whether it's a coincidence or something deliberate remains unclear, but...
Triangle pattern where the fire starts. So yeah, it still could be, it could be a fire starter of some kind. High winds. With cables touching trees at the same time. Drones being used. People starting them as well, and then getting the hell out of Dodge.
But this footage is definitely intriguing, and while I do understand and have done more research as of late as to how these
he hasn't done any research. Never does any research.
We're just missing a natural explanation, and here is that satellite footage over Quebec.
He's laughing again.
Where, like in the Southern California satellite footage, it appears as if all of these different fires, these small fires that turn into larger ones, happen pretty damn close to one another, if not at the same time. So tell me what...
Yeah, it's a wee bit suspicious, I must admit. Someone will catch them out one of these days.
See this orb-like object.
Alright, now we got the UFOs, okay. That's a good lightning strike. So I'm trying to get Biden.
Now I want to get to some of the mystery UFO sightings that have occurred near and just above these wildfire areas. One of the first clips was captured secondhand off someone's television, where
which turned out to be, I think Mick West already debunked us as soon as it came out. He put it into a special program and flight radar data, because none of these people with smartphones know how to bring up an app to see if there's any planes in front of them. But it turned out to be a water plane as well as a news helicopter.
we see this orb-like object with a trail coming off of it, blasting away from one of the areas ablaze.
Boring. I thought it could have been simply a lens flare, since they're recording off a TV and we know there's a light source up here. Just angling your phone enough to cause a lens flare. But we see it making a ghosting effect here. And it disappears into the cloud or smoke. So it rules out it being lens flare. Yeah, it looks like it goes into the smoke there. So that rules out lens flare. Even a bug, right? But if they cut it off there, some of the segments I saw online were a lot shorter than that. And it could easily have been a bug or a lens flare.
This is a very interesting clip because there's actually...
I think I also said it could be a jet. I think the water plane was the closest.
Actually 2 UFOs in it, and if you are not fast enough, you will miss it. So I'm going to break down the first one, which comes in from one angle of the frame, and just as it is about to exit the frame, the second UFO, which is
again, that might have been the helicopter and plane one,
more
actually.
of a disc-shaped object, comes in from the right, blasting by very quickly. So I'm going to show you these, and I will slow them down and repeat them for you a few times. Okay, so here is the first one. Note, it looks like a small white orb coming into frame.
Which is typical for a helicopter.
From the left side, almost directly in the center of the frame, steadily moving toward Long Valley Road.
A water plane
and
up here.
I don't know if this was on purpose or not, but notice how suddenly the camera on the helicopter starts to pan in and zoom in very close to the fires. And, you know, I don't know if that's natural or if that is to get these UFOs out of the shot, but it just isn't quick enough. And as I loop this over here, I want you to notice that as you're following this small white orb, and just as the camera starts to zoom in, I want you guys to take your attention to the upper right-hand corner of the frame, where this super fast-moving disc-shaped object comes into frame and blasts by in the opposite direction. This one definitely looks like a metallic disc of some sort.
See, it's got ghosting going on. That one's definitely a water plane. Okay, you can see the shape of the plane now. Right, is it going into the smoke? And it's releasing the water at the end of it. See, you can see the water coming out. So the contrail is part of the water being released. Still is. That looks like a disc, man. Now, Mick West has debunked that, put it through the software just to solve that one. I don't think we got him though. UFO interest might have it up. Let's see what he's put up lately. That's just another balloon. Ah, yeah, the Globo Alarma balloon. It never goes away, that one. Oh no, not the moon. UFO Mania is back on polluting the UFO field now. That's a graphic emanation created by YouTuber Section 51. Strange circle of light UFO mania. Again, was it Section 51? Yeah, I think that one might have been created by Casino. Spotlights. He hasn't said it was Section 51 here. This video is an old fake. There we go, another fake. UFO Mania gang. Was it done with a cookie cutter? But I suppose you could get to full streak holes in the clouds like that too. UFOs emerging in mid-air. Why won't it scroll? Well, I'm having so much trouble here. So what did he say it was? Section 51 again? Footage exposed on my YouTube in 2017. Fake footages. Okay, I can't remember what it was. That's a year after I started my channel. KGB. Okay, it's from that video, was it? Oh yeah, it looks like the same footage. So it's just an emanation then. Okay. Who's posting it around? Daily UFO. Isn't that Scott C. Warren's thing? I think it might be. Nope. UFO Mania gang. CD artist, the fake and hoaxer. What's that one? SpaceX. There you go.
Copy that. 797 here, you want 98? Lots clear. 7, go ahead. I'll tell you at 10 o'clock high.
Just take some stock image of a space flight and add some UFOs in. Anyway, I forgot what we were meant to be looking for now. Oh, I was trying to find that debunk, that's right. It's amazing how many fakes are out there. He's just posting in fakes now. All these fakers out there. Here we go. Is that the water plane? What's it say here? Another epic fail promoted by this knowing clown and other UFO grifters. The alleged UFO is just a plane as reported. Think Tank, 19 hours ago on Fox. And you could add secure team in now. Because he does lots of research and he would have known all this. What a loser that guy is. And all the losers that watch him. You should be ashamed of yourself, people. How many people have watched it so far? Only 22,000. And he's got 4,000 likes at it. What a great garbage. Oh, it's gone up. doubling all the time. Look at that. So you can see it looks like a plane here, and the water being released all the time in bursts.
Boulevard and
Well, I must have slowed it down. How did I do that? I know he must have done that.
26th Street.
The music's playing normally.
An evacuation.
Garbage.
Contact me. Or if it's just footage that you've found or seen, shoot me.
He's desperate for footage to make thousands of dollars off, guys. Help him out. Okay, what they got to say down here. When a house burns down, that opens the spigot that drops the water pressure. Each house does that. Yep. We notice water pressure goes down when everybody's watering the gardens at night. Land grab. UFO clips are actually amazing. Where are they? You sucker. Especially the metallic looking disc, which we know is a water plane. Anyone corrected them? At first I thought that was a cylinder UFO. It was moving so fast, I'm still not 100% sure. Yeah, it's called parallax. They seem to be rotating, spinning around. These stupid people. If it's on flight radar in the set position, then you can discount it. It's man-made. I've been watching this channel for years. Oh, you poor people. I always told myself I wish I can see some shit in the sky one day, until one of these wildfires appears out of nowhere 15 minutes away from me. I shit you not, I tried to sleep early last night and heard bombing, popping noises outside. And it was like, what the F? And I rushed to the window and looked at the distance off the wildfire direction. Been seeing smoke everywhere in the sky and around me for the past 22 days, but not enough to get warned for evacuation. I shit you not, I saw a effing fire beams coming from the sky, striking vertically down to the ground. Yeah, did you get it on your smartphone, mate? No, that would have been smart. It's lasted about 8 to 12 seconds. Machine gun speed. I thought we were getting attacked by terrorists. Those beams going up, he's saying it's coming down. Couldn't it be just laser pointers being aimed at the sky? Yeah, someone just trying to spot those water planes, the UFOs, and put a laser beam at them. That's what it sounds like to me. Insurance companies are in Arizona. It's so sad what people are going through. Blue lasers are used for burning, and everything blue or white will not be affected. And what colour did that guy say his ones were? Did he say the colour? Fire beams sounds like they might be yellow or orange or red, right? They are not natural fires. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to know. Some might be, some may not be. And certainly the high winds spread it. Just takes one hot ember to come down on some dry grass and away we go again. That often happens when people throw out bottles out of car windows and it goes into the side of the road and magnifies the grass and starts it on a fire. We get that in our country a bit, where people are lazy and sloppy, and they also throw fag butts out the window when it's fire season and starts the grass fires. But luckily we got proper firemen and firefighting plans in place, and forest breaks and wind breaks and sprinklers everywhere and water storage. And like in California, where they're too busy getting paid lots of millions of dollars for doing nothing. Directed energy weapon. Nah. There's a lot easier ways to start fires than laser beams, right? You could have those little handheld drones with some like a ember that you just simply crash into the ground and boom, off we go. Chinese weapons. He confessed. Now, every year we have burn-offs in certain places that create natural fire breaks. Now, that they weren't doing that in California. There's all sorts of things they weren't doing. So, yeah. So the idiots, they voted into power there. Too busy ranting about Trump when they should have been actually listening to him. You stupid liberals. Anyway. And now they're saying he's evil and the demon because he won't give them $3 billion to rebuild without a clause. So the clause was that California, like all the rest of the states in America, had to sign on voter ID. So now all the liberals are complaining. So they don't. California doesn't want fair elections. Hell no. I think it's a fairly nice deal that Trump's offered there. Get the bloody voter ID sorted, and then you'll get the $3 billion. Seems like a lot better deal there, and writing about voter IDs and fraud, they don't seem to care too much, right? This has been what the whole problem has been for the last 8 or so years. Anyway, I thought there'd be a lot of negative comments here, but it's always a good day when Secure Team posts a video. You stupid people, you really are stupid. Anyway, do we bother looking at anything else? What's the time? 2.5 hours. Suppose we can have a quick look at third phase. They're probably no better, right? Look at these clowns talking about the Egg UFO. agreea. Now they're doing a documentary of the real men in black. What are they cobblers? So if they know. They're all talking heads. New crazy UFOs. Top secret craft. Yeah, we know that they experiment with different shapes and things at Area 51. Where did we get to in this load of crap last time? There. All the crap they've added since. They're going to town now, are they? 1 month. Yeah, pretty much every day knocking out something. Yeah, it's all garbage. Let's have a quick look at that one.
Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins, along with my brother Brent, we got the breaking news for you.
Not his wife, the redhead.
Tonight, new videos just in.
Yeah, we want answers. The response that I'm getting is that we don't know whose drones these are.
Oh, let's go back to the drones. And you notice the drone thing's disappeared now.
Terry sites.
Since the wildfires.
Sightings over the last several years.
This unknown object, again, this isn't anything like we've seen quite before what's going on lately, and look at this.
Oh, God. And now this can only be a couple of things, but most likely it's going to be a lead kite, right?
Spiraling.
So you got a RC lead kite that's got a long tail of LEDs on it, and it's just making these shapes in the sky.
Light just up in the sky with no means of propulsion, a craft. It's
yeah, nicely focused and all that, so you can see exactly what it is.
It seems like it's a spiraling light, some kind of plasmic display. People have been calling
no plasma involved.
These things plasmoids. I'm sure.
Plasmoid. Let me see you stick a plasmoid up your bum.
You've heard Apollo say it over the past year, the plasmoids, but I don't know.
What an idiot. I can't stand listening to this clown. Plasmoids. Bloody kite tail.
Coming in, and this is breaking the internet.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Apparently some kind of drone right there in New Jersey was recovered by police, but people are kind of like looking at it. And
it is certainly a strange one, but you know, I don't think I've seen anyone with two fans inside like that.
And saying it almost looks biological. Watch this.
No, it looks like someone's homemade project. 3D printed and all that, right? Yeah, it looks like, you know, it's gone crashing into the tree in the V shape here. And it's got it wedged between the landing gear and the body, right? You can see the branch. And of course the fans are in the middle here. You're only going to get lift going this way, which won't get it out the branches. You probably can't bend the flaps back the other way to get enough thrust to lift it out. Yeah, so I wonder whose drone it was and how one actually spent on it. The police are now owning it.
It's been up there for at least 4 hours.
So yeah, it doesn't look like it's very big either. If it fits on the top of a tree, probably a couple, like 2 or 3 feet long.
Maybe 25,000 feet.
So that could explain, because they had a row of lights around the outside. Looks very similar to some of these videos, right? So it could be a team of people with these drones flying around, driving to different states and doing it there as well.
Kind of below the commercial airliner, dipping within the cloud layer, and you could tell 100% these aren't ships along the ocean. These are above the cloud layer, floating. And I've never seen this before. This is exciting.
So you say every time you line towed. And that, yeah, I didn't actually look up last time, but yeah, Mick West just makes it too hard. Let's see, Mick West. I was going to look up that debunk he did. Do it that way. Damn, the eyes are going blue. I think I might have to pack in actually. Look. Oh shit. Mick West. There he is. Oh shit. He's a real dork, this guy, he really is. Anyway. You've been blocked! Right, idiots. For profit, prisons are evil. Yeah, really. He attacks everybody lately. Here's Joe Rogan talking a few years ago about the evidence. You know, it's just talk and ideas, no actual evidence. Arrow posted educational video. Couple of years ago. This is 100% fabricated. So you got John Greenwood, Black Bolt, also attacking Maverick because he's mates with Mick West now. This seems to be Trump comparing the wildfire damages to being hit by a nuclear bomb. Yeah, so if you look at the sky, from the sky down to either thing, it looked very similar. Big deal. He's always trying to bash Trump, this guy. Hopeless. Others have made the comparison and were criticized as being insensitive. Oh no, well, Trump's not insensitive, he speaks his mind. It's not directed energy weapons, the fire burnt dry stuff because of the wind. Yeah, he wouldn't, you know, explain why all the fires started at the same time in different locations. Yeah, that is kind of odd. Yeah, it wasn't like five minutes apart where one fire spread to the next location with embers, right? There is some strangeness there. Is Peter Thrill left-handed? This might explain things. I don't know who he's talking about. Yeah, it posts up a lot of crap. Anyway, and he's talking about mass proportion. That's why people voted for Trump, Micks West. Giant orbs of light resolve into planes. Well, as we know, it's overexposed. Landing lights for planes does make an orb. And when it gets closer to you, it's less exposed and you start seeing the craft behind. Called the plane. The orb turned into planes is from John from Queens. Here's the source. Oh, that Nova documentary, that was so boring. That was the worst documentary I've seen for ages. And it had Kirkpatrick on there saying that the Puerto Rico one, which is 2 fire balloons, being 2 birds. So even these guys in government and head of UFO section doesn't do any bother researching. You could have come across my debunks on it. You could have come across West's debunks on it, and then you would have come up with the correct solution. Yeah, anyway. Ah, there's that crazy looking guy. But anyway, turns out he's a liar. I forgot what we were looking for now. He's plugging himself on Nova a bit. Now look, he's even promoting that shit, right? The Elon Musk. Which was nothing to do with Nazi salute at all. Fancy reposted that. Reposted by Mick West. What a complete moron. You know, he's meant to be intelligent. He's got TDS syndrome, hasn't he, McWest? Still hasn't been cured. Have a long resume does not mean you won't start talking complete nonsense at some point. He's bashing Red Panda. Apparently he got his YouTube channel deleted by YouTube for copyright infringement. I think the reason why Lou Sondo is still alive and the reason Dave Bruce is still alive is because the reverse engineering that has occurred is successful enough now. I don't crap these people. So of course Trump has no idea about the drones. It was never really a thing. Yeah, well, of course he ain't gonna know. And of course he's gonna assign other people to investigate the claims and get back to him. That's how you delegate. What do you expect, Mick West? Mick West, you're meant to be a bit more intelligent than that. How many people have you blocked in the last year? 0. Unlike you, Mick West, you like blocking me and other people that tell the truth about you. Oh, here you go, look. Mick West retweets the Elon salute, right? And he doesn't put any comment or doesn't, so people can't comment on him retweeting it.
And I just want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you.
And they cut it. They just cut it when he says, "My heart, love goes to you," at the end, just as he was going to say it, and then he repeats it. So that's what you call taking out context. You scumbags. Anyway, we're trying to find that one. Was it this one? No, it wasn't that one. This guy is a complete moron. He's been interviewed by this other complete moron. Both meant to be highly educated people. Talking about 0-point energy and all that. Well, there goes AV Lowe's credibility. Well, it went when he was kept hanging around with third phase of the moon, mate. Do you believe in C5? I don't know. I think if you're chipped, it's possible that you can communicate. Other than that, I would doubt it very much. Great. Problem solved. Just summon a UFO. Yeah. That goes to Dr. Greer too. Just summon a UFO and capture it on multiple videos at the same time. And have your audience see it as well. All those idiots paying $2,000 to go to a sing-along in the desert to summon UFOs. So many morons. I still think my egg capsule isn't a bad explanation for that one. I must have missed it. I must have missed it. I think it was fairly while ago though. This is the other one. Another video to come out from Corbell, Iraq leak or whatever, I don't know. And you got Maverick comparing it to the gimbal one. It's got the similar shape happening. But one's obviously FLIR and the other one is night vision. So it's two different light types of light sources. So I don't know, I've often talked about this before, that Microscope could be completely wrong about it being heat from engines, when it could be actually the heat of the skin of the craft. And that could be identical match there. But this video here, this other one, I'm not sure if he's got it linked to it. Doesn't look like he's got a link to the video. Looks like it's flying at normal level. It's not doing anything crazy like the gimbal one is doing. And it kind of does look like a plane with landing lights on. So This might be right. This might be just pareidolia where it looks the same. But where's the video? Oh, here we go. Is that the video? Yeah, here we go. Now, the movement going up, is the object moving up? Or is it parallax? Seems to do a lot of big jumps there. Is it the camera moving? It's not rotating like the gimbal. Huh? Well, that's like a fake video, that one. Leave reviews.
And there's 4 fundamental forces. And so you have thrust, lift, drag, and weight. And there's 4 fundamental forces. And so you have thrust, lift, drag, and...
Here we go. Is that the full video? Now what's moving? The craft or the camera or what? Seems to be going all over the place. It looks like someone's filming a TV screen again, right? And we're getting reflections as well. I always got to add music to it for copyright.
Hey, Davis.
Yeah.
I need my watch.
Yeah, it looks like they're filming the screen. Now, how does it get over to there? That could easily be a bug, couldn't it? Like this said it was a plane with lights on it. I think. What did he say? So yeah, that's pretty much the current stuff that's out anyway. It rules out uncommon plane. That movement left to right, I think, does rule out a plane, actually. And then there's an anomalous stop. Given the thermal signature served its own right. A served thing its own right. Yeah, Maverick might be right here. I don't want you to believe anything. I want you to consider possibilities, not jump into straight aliens. Two low quality videos show a vaguely similar shape in some frames. The debunker at Rash wants you to believe that engine exhaust from plane flying away from you is gimbal theory. Looks exactly like a jet flying towards you. Yeah, so he thinks it's a jet with lights. course, it could be a fake, of course. Make West is an idiot. What's this one? Bob filmed one end, which could be going plane or landing lights, right? So I'm getting fed up with this. Let's see. Go further down. Might have the proper video. Oh, that's happened. Oh, here we go. Micks West. Oh, that's the one that he had a word salad with, wasn't it?
Hello everyone, so this UFO video has cropped up again.
So this is him doing live debunk like I do, right? But he's really bad at it.
It showed up, I think, back in November 2021, a bit over 3 years ago. And it showed up again on Jeremy Corbell's new TV show on TMZ. And it's not a very good video, because it's very shaky, the camera's moving around, it seems to be filmed off a screen rather than being an actual video itself. It's kind of blurry and out of focus, and we don't see much. But what we do see is this UFO. Now, you have to be careful here. This thing in the middle isn't the UFO, this is the UFO. Make sure you're looking at the right thing. The little thing is the UFO. This is later. And we see things like clouds in the background. This is also very not very useful. Well, it is very useful, but it's a bit confusing. The problem is that this line at the top here looks like it's clouds, but it actually isn't. These are the clouds down here, and you can see that. When you scrub through it. What I did to try to see things a little better is just give a contrast enhanced version of this. It's
color map. Color curves,
basically a levels adjustment, and it makes the thing stand out
do a lot more.
Here's the original. Here's the new one. You can just see a little bit more detail in the clouds. That's all. So if we go back to the video, this is the brighter one, which is brighter in some areas and darker in some areas, more contrast. And let's start out, try to figure out where we are actually at here. This is the UFO up here. So let's kind of like just move forward a little bit and look at where the UFO is relative to the clouds, basically. And we can kind of see here there's some detail in the clouds, and there's this little feature that I will call the zigzag. You know, there's kind of like a little zigzag there where the cloud goes up there, then down, then up again.
See what I talk about is word salad.
And we see this throughout the video.
Okay.
And the position of this object relative to this zigzag is what's going to tell you what its motion actually is. And it turns out what it's doing is actually just slowly moving up. It kind of looks in places like it is actually moving kind of up and down, or it's moving in a jerky way, but it does seem actually, if you look at, the clouds here, it's actually moving in a very straightforward, straight up motion.
You need to stabilize it on the cloud then.
And just look at the shapes of the clouds right here. This darkish area here will move up and down as I scrub forwards. And you see it's moving up and down with this, moving up and down with the other clouds. But you'll notice it's not moving up and down with this line over here. That's because this line isn't actually part of the clouds. It's actually, I think, a reflection of something off the screen. Because remember, they're videoing off the screen rather than just using an actual video. So you see the whole cloud bank moving up and down. And we see, here's that dark area. Here's kind of the top edge of the clouds with the zigzag. And we see that moving up and down here. So we see right here, they're actually just above that little line of the clouds. It's a little hard to see because it's in the darkness here, but you see everything move up and down together, and we see they're just above that line of the clouds here. Now, going forward from here, you'll see it rise up, and here's the line of clouds. You can see that zigzag much more clearly here. You'll see it rise up, and it keeps rising, and there's the line of the clouds there again. And it's just slowly rising up. Now, it just zipped off to the side, but of course that's just it moving with the clouds. You can see here's the cloud with the zigzag.
So it doesn't actually move, right? That's optical illusion because they cropped it off. So this is where you got to see the full footage, right? So that means the Maverick guy is wrong. And Nick West is right again, unfortunately. It does look like a bright object, like it could be a plane that's taken off and gradually going up. With its landing lights on, that it turns off eventually. Yeah.
Moving off to the side, and then moving back.
Yeah, as long as you got a reference point, you can then see whether it's the camera moving.
So that's just the camera moving. It isn't actually the object moving. And you see by now it's actually quite a bit above those clouds, and we can see kind of other clouds come into play. These are actual clouds here, but this line keeps rising, and there's the line of the clouds there again. And it's just slowly rising up. Now it just zipped off to the side, but of course that's just it moving with the clouds. You can see here's the cloud with the zigzag moving off to the side and then moving back. So that's just the camera moving.
And yet that stays in the same position there, the dot. So if it was camera moving, wouldn't that dot also move?
It isn't actually the object moving. And you see,
or is that dot part in the camera overlay? That must be in the camera overlay. And the rest of it's on the screen here. That makes sense.
By now it's actually quite a bit above those clouds.
Micks is right on that one. Anyway, enough and enough. I've had enough. No more! Third phase, let's see, Man in Black. What's that one? Whistleblower. The egg. So for, you see how they create emanation and they get Michael Schratt on to talk about other similar cases, and of course one of them is talking about the Socorro one, which I mentioned earlier, which I said was probably a helicopter. What's that one? Whistleblower again. Breaking news, whistleblower, no. UFO activity over LA, that's talking about the fires, is it? Which turned out to be fake, turned out to be planes. Now let's have a look at that one. And I think I'll wrap it up on that.
A little knowledge.
Agreea, he's a shill liar. Grifter.
Your guys' suggestions here, and yeah, could it be maybe something biological, or maybe a dolphin?
Or maybe none of the above.
I don't think so. Underwater drone? Yeah, possibly.
What are we meant to be looking at? Can you see anything?
Possibly moving this fast. Again, something not in our assets, or maybe a deep project. But again, there is some life forms out there that we're still not aware of. And
no, that could easily be a torpedo.
This thing, just, it's cooking, and I don't know anything that cooks through the ocean like
that.
That
looks like one of those RC boats, and they can get up some speed on the water, can't they? I remember seeing someone. Looks like it's pretty calm sea there over the breakers. I reckon it's one of those fishing torpedo things, right? They can get up some speed on them. You know what I'm talking about? Fishing line model boats. I don't know what it's called. It's torpedo. Surf fishing. There you go. Remote control boat. Be something like that, right? Of course, it has to be aliens or sea creatures.
What's going on, fishing family? Today,
because I can bring all my stuff here. I have my boat on here.
Good on you, mate. Sure as your boats. Is it a homemade one, or is it one of those ones you can buy?
Push right through it.
So it'd have to have a fast motor to get through the surf, wouldn't it?
Holy cow.
It's got some power to get over that. Of course, once it's over the breakers, it's very calm.
This thing is so awesome. Look, it goes straight through the wave. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Here's a big one.
This is so crazy. It's just cutting through the waves. Okay, so the one that Ben got, we didn't drop
We want it to go this way. Can you demonstrate it going across here?
it too far. We actually dropped it kind of closer in, so I'm going to try this one a little bit closer in, and I'm going to set this as GPS point number.
Anyway, there's other ones out there. Fishing torpedo, I think it's called. I see boats. Fisher King. Yeah, looks like a boat. And we didn't have those in my time. It would have been really good. Now they're everywhere and cheap. That used to cost like $1,000 for a model boat. Fishing line torpedo. There you go, first one up. That looks like a drone. Oh, here we go. That's the one I was thinking of. Looks like what it's in the water on that one in the video that we're seeing. Of course, the person filming that for third phase knows it's actually one of these fishing torpedoes. There it is.
It's without leaving any kind of tall tale signs of splashing. I don't see any kind of splash or anything like that. Strange stuff. More videos into third phase. Watch this. But you're seeing kind of a trail being left behind as it just flies.
Fishing line torpedo. Right, moving on. Is that an arrow or what are we looking at here? A kite.
Leaving this again a plasmic trail behind it. And again, what the heck are we looking at? Guys, we want to get your opinions in this live premiere. Again, the breaking news coming up with what happened in Hellendale.
That looks like a kite, doesn't it?
I'm sure Google is going to start covering up what we're about to expose. But Brent, your thoughts on this?
You mean an RC lead kite? Yeah, why would they bother covering that up?
Yeah, it's wild. We just saw that open shot, and then you see these orbs right around this craft at the same time. When the shot begins,
which could be regular drones, of course.
There's one at the lower bottom, and then this translucent cigar-shaped UFO with it.
That looks like one of those flying RC kites from you can get from
bright
China.
Kind of point, just kind of slowly traveling, probably about 20,000 feet up in the sky. And
no, it's not that big.
There's a close-up orb, which is really interesting. Those are the ETs. Could this craft?
Oh, it could be. He's laughing. He knows it's a friggin' drone. Flying a drone up there as well as an
ET.
You know, it's one of these lead kites. Come on. Let's Google it. I think they call them like dragon kites or something. Dragon. See. Wait. Shopping. Not those ones. We have to put in kite. Yeah, no. It could be that one. Maybe dragon. Maybe drop the dragon. I got octopus. I suppose we're not going to get a picture of one. I shouldn't be using shopping. I should be using. Not shopping. Where's the images gone? Damn it. Shopping. How did I get onto that? Mistake. Images. Okay. Oh, videos. Yeah, not very good. Let's try it. I'll see with lights again. And there'll be some of these ones here, where it's got a little small head on it, and the rest of it they can make a solid towel or make it flicker and all that sort of business. Right. Why has it suddenly got too big? What have I done? Clicked on that, did I? It doesn't matter. That's got music. There we go. Wonder who would be flying one of those over Washington. Anyone that wants to create fake news, I guess. Yeah, that's all we're looking at there.
I don't think this is Starlink. It just doesn't add up. It doesn't smell like
Why are you
Starlink
laughing?
because these are blue lights, and then you got these kind of different.
These guys are idiots. Okay, and fake news spreaders.
That's been on the table. It's been written. You can look it up. It's in history. Is this what we're looking at, or is this some sort of projection illuminated purposely by humans? I don't know. This is just wild.
Oh, come on. This is one of those bloody, what do you call it? Rosemary balloons. But instead it's at night time, and they've just put LEDs in the cross part of it that hangs down. It's more stupidness, right? It's a rosemary balloon. There we go. There's the cross you're after. Just at night time it looks totally different. You don't see the red balloons. A rosemary balloon. Helium filled, of course. There you go. Oh, is it God given a message? The third phase of the moon. Oh no, could it be something like that? Something that's fairly obviously man-made. In fact,
Again,
it may not even be a balloon.
be-
It might be on top of a building and fog, right? And the camera's moving
with you
around. I
tonight
don't know.
and seeing everybody in this live premiere and the
Can we
live
see
discussion,
any trees,
is-
relationship here?
It's
Oh, here we
intense
go.
and amazing, and we love the opinions. And nobody's an expert here.
Could be on a
unless
mountain
We have
top.
the craft in our hands, the bodies, the debris, the craft, and if you could pilot it, then I'd say you're pretty much.
Oh, those guys are just complete dorks. Okay, what do we got now?
Or it could be something else, guys. What's your thoughts on this live premiere? Is this ET in nature?
Live premiere. Garbage is what we think. Oh no, not another lead kite. It's a surfing kite, isn't it? Looks like a screw kite they use for surfing. With some LEDs on it. How stupid is that? Okay, no one. I got it changing all different colours. Hey, what do we got here? That's the place where they test out different nose cones for planes. For stealth fighters and all that.
We're going to give some credit where credit's due via the contact that gave us this just moments ago via our Gmail. Brent, your thoughts here? Yeah, this is cool. The whole base, Lockheed, and it's Helendale in the Mojave Desert. We know.
Lockheed should be Kalu there. They got a UFO packed outside,
in
of
the
course.
desert, and we're looking at something strange, and there's the landing craft stage and the tarmac, but then we see this, which is a great close-up of probably the hidden underground base. This is where they keep everything locked, probably a direct path right to Area 51 in my opinion, but we're looking at something fortified, and you can see the tarmac going right underneath the whole facade, hiding the tunnel base in my opinion.
Yeah, we know they do experimental stealth planes and various shapes to see if they can get rid of the sonic boom and radar reflections. It's nothing to do with aliens. Anyway, enough of that shit. I've had enough. Now, if you got any other videos out there that you want me to look over and give my opinion on, if you film your own ones and you're not too sure on it, just send it my way. Join Discord. You can post links there to your videos, especially if you upload it to Google Drive, and we can get to see the original source. There's got to be some better stuff out there that people are not sharing. That may be legit, may not be mundane. 99% out there. Hey, did I see some movement in the side chats? There we got Smee17. Hi, how's it going? What are you about? I'm about video analysis mostly, but UFO news and topics and my opinions. And yeah, well, we only got 2 likes on Rumble. We had the most viewers on Rumble, we only got 2 likes. Anyway, Jasper, how's it going? We're just going to wrap up now. I'm done. We started late today. I know you're doing some new job or something, isn't it? You can't normally show up anymore. So me doing it later on might actually... You might catch the tail end. Oh. I've got a feeling that deletes it. Click to remove pinned message. But does it take it off the original? It probably takes it off here, not the original, but that's alright then. Yeah, I need to find a way to get rid of that pinned message thing, because I'm going to keep clicking that. Yeah, still here, Shaga. But I think my brain has left the building after watching too much third phase. My eyesight's gone a bit too blurry now. And I need to go and grab something to drink. But yeah, that wasn't too bad for a makeshift one, without having a look at stuff. But yeah, the main thing was the first topic about the strange rash. And let's just go back on it and recap it. Why is it not coming up now? Yeah, so I had various rashes come up and go, but this one here had little lumps and the little bumps, and it wasn't like normal spots. And when I dug out the little hard bit inside, it was like a white sphere, but I noticed it seemed to form this symmetrical pattern. And I can't help to see it looks like Southern Cross with the 2 pointer stars, right? It kind of looks like a star map, which is totally weird. Pareidolia, maybe, but maybe that's where the aliens come from. Maybe that's how I sort of created a mental note on myself. Or it might be some technology they implanted in me, and I just dug it out and it formed a pattern for some reason. Maybe that's where they put them. Maybe antenna? I don't know. Certainly some strange stuff happening with my body, like that happening at the moment. So yeah, if you compare it to... I closed it down now. Let's find a map of Southern Cross. I should do a side-by-side, shouldn't I? That's really weird. Plus I got that triangle one on the leg as well. Let's call it Crooks. The real name. I can't seem to touch type anymore. Crooks is constellation of the southern sky. Here we go. Have we got a map of it? Now 2 pointers point to the Southern Cross. But we've also got 3 ones that are close together. I was hoping to find a better star map. And so when I looked at it, I thought that kind of looks like stars in the sky. And then I saw, oh yeah, it sort of fits the Southern Cross. There you go. This looks like on the arm, doesn't it? You can say, well, you're just digging out your arm so it does that. And I didn't. Honest, I didn't. It's just what the pattern happened. But it doesn't show the front bit up here where the 3 stars are together. Let's have a look. So where's the Southern Cross there? There. Where's the pointers? There. And the 2 pointer stars. 2 pointers. So we're looking at 3 stars. Again, we haven't got quite on the edge here. The three ones that are in a line. Myth. What's the myth? I don't know. What's the myth? Aliens come from there. Does that tell us? Alpha Crudius. 12th brightest star in the sky. Okay. What are we looking at here? There's the Southern Cross. There's the 2 pointers. But there's any other stars that are 3 in a line. There we go. Is that the same? No, it'd have to be, if that's on that side, then it'd have to be over this way. There's a lot of stars there. Oh look, that looks like 3 in a line. Let's have a look at the arm again. So what's that part of? 3 in a line. Could that be where they come from? Be interesting if it turns out to be true. What have they done to me? Turned me into a star map. See, those 3 stars are close to it. And then you got your pointers. The 2 pointers. As crazy as it is. Yeah, that sort of freaks me out, but anyway. And of course you got that one on the leg here. Looks very horrible. That's a triangle one. Close up of it. Really weird. Anyway. It's like seeing TR3B in the sky, I suppose. We're just seeing what we want to see, maybe. But yeah, might have to put that into my documentary, huh? Also, maybe I should put the date on it. What was it? Jan 24th, I noticed it. So I should just put the Rash date in there. I really should put it in part as my bundle, I suppose, for the other movie that I'm making. Of course, you can imagine what Robert Farmer's saying, "Oh God, Paul, get off that. It's not related to aliens." Maybe not, maybe it is. Because I had some really crazy health issues. Anyway, thought you might enjoy that anyway. I thought it was quite amusing. Regardless, if you believe it or not. What's happening? And I'm just going to wrap up now and say goodnight to you all. Stress induced, here we go. Looking to Borage Ore. Michael's still here, is he? He was here. Anyway. So, anyone out there have similar thing to that on the arm? Let me know, and if you had alien abductions as well, and autoimmune problems. I think the more we document the strangeness going on, because like I said, these ones didn't feel like the normal pimples that they talk about with the white pus. These look like calcium, very hard, like salts, right deep into the skin. But anyway, I didn't video it, which is my bad again, because I don't think everything's to do with aliens, right? I think it's to do with hormones. Funny diet, this fork crossed your nugget. Funny diet? What funny diet? Did see salt baths. You mean the carnivore? Carnivore. That's not funny, and it's actually working. I'm on my way to losing 5 kgs in a month. And my blood sugar's normal. And my swelling in the legs have gone down. And since I dug out these things in my arm has stopped itching. But my back is still itching, so maybe there's something going on in my back, but I can't simply turn around and have a look and see what's going on there with my own eyes, unfortunately. But anyway, keep being a skeptic and sticking to the middle ground. Like I said, it could be related to aliens or not, who knows, and it would make sense that they would mimic pimples for putting nano plants into you, so if it got removed, it wouldn't look suspicious, you know. But anyway, it's just my theory anyway. Where's the end credit thing gone? So, take care on the roads, and I'll see you again next episode, which hopefully might be with Robert. We'll see how it goes anyway. He wants to do something with me. And I still yet to finish off that game, which I might do in between. And yeah, I've got lots of fixing up to do with the code and stuff, haven't I? Hit a like if you liked what we did today. Lazy life debunk, whatever you call it. There's a wee bit all over the place, but who cares? Like I said, you can always find lots of things to talk about. I wonder what happened to Rob from Australia. He wasn't on today, so I wonder if we'll get to see this one. I'd like to see what he thought of the skin pattern. Anyway, better end some of this stuff. Here we go.